What's up, ladies and bitches? It's the Lima Bean Baby here with the Soup Kitchen. Back for another Baddies recap. And Pepper's here too.
That was beautiful.
Thanks.
That was an amazing intro.
Thanks.
What's up, bitches? Niah.
Ladies and bitches.
Ladies and bitches. All right, well, guys, Niah is running this whole one because I fell asleep for half of the baddies. She was awake for all the baddies, but a lot happened today. We did recap a little bit of the last episode in the last episode that we did in Soup Kitchen number 3 because we talked about Krishan slapping Natalie.
Oh, yeah.
So we did get into... Oh, that was in the last episode, but a new episode came out since then, right? Yeah,
that's because when I got to Indiana, you were already watching that.
That was the first episode that I was already watching,
Yeah, it was the most recent episode when I got here.
And that was only because I was online and I saw a clip of it, and I was in Baddies South still at that time. But I saw that clip and I was like, all right, what's going on in this episode? Like, some crazy shit's happening. And I didn't think I really needed to, like, see everything else.
So at that point, you hadn't watched the rest of the season yet? Oh.
No, not at all. No.
Yeah, so you slept through a lot of it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
Because I watched a lot of it.
Yeah.
Thinking, well, he's seen all of this already.
No, I hadn't seen, like, any of it. I saw episode 9, which was that one. And I hadn't seen any of the other ones. I didn't even know who was on that season. I was introduced to Stunna Girl.
Yeah, because I think the last episode I asked you, like, oh, who from the auditions was on the season, and you just said Biggie.
Yeah, I said I don't know because I remember seeing Biggie in that episode. I didn't remember anything else happening.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen it.
Stunna Girl was from the auditions. I don't remember Razor in the auditions.
I feel like I might remember Razor, but I'm not entirely sure.
From the first part of the auditions or the second part of the auditions?
That I wouldn't remember. It was kind of a fever dream. I was up till like 7 in the morning when you passed out at like 12 o'clock, and I watched like the auditions and then the what was it? The reunion. So I was like in and out for some of those.
Yeah.
Either because I was walking in and out of the room or because I was falling asleep and waking back up.
Yeah, I don't remember Razor. I remember Stunna Girl. I remember Biggie.
There was also a lot of girls that auditioned that didn't even make it to like the second round of the auditions though. So.
Yeah, well, I feel like they made it, but they just didn't show it.
They didn't show it. And,
yeah,
you know,
besides Biggie. I remember her on the first and the second.
Remember that 41-year-old chick?
Yeah.
That looked like...
I was waiting for her in the second round, and I never saw her.
Yeah, I mean, she looked like she was 22 years old, and that was crazy. I needed her story. I definitely needed her story.
Imagine her on West.
I mean, her bones would have been breaking. But I don't know. Well,
hey, chill.
Well, I don't know. You're right. Because I guess Tommy Lee wasn't too far off. But,
literally.
Yeah. But I don't know. She did get kind of, I don't know. We didn't see her win any fights, did we?
No.
I mean, like, she was hilarious and one of the most entertaining people, probably.
She looks good, but she looks a lot older than the other one.
For sure. I mean, they both look great. But yeah, that other chick looked young.
Yeah. What he want?
Yeah, if you guys hear Pepper in the background,
he a cry boy.
Yeah, he cries. I don't know why he's mad right
Blanky.
now. I thought he wanted to go down, but it pissed him off even more.
Give him Blanky. He wants to sit with you, and he want Blanky.
That's probably true. Okay, so Niah, where are we starting with this Baddies conversation today?
Shit. All right. Are we starting from the fucking top?
We can start wherever you want.
All right. So at the auditions.
Stunna Girl's music is actually fire. Stunna Girl, shit.
Stunna Girl, who the fuck?
No, I said Shada. I don't know. Was there someone named?
No.
These names are throwing me off because some of them sound...
Okay, Razor and Stunna Girl were throwing me off.
Yeah. No, who? Oh, and then Scotty. I think I'm like mixing it with Scotty and some other names. I don't know. Like the names are throwing me off. There's a lot, and we've watched a lot of seasons in the last few days.
Dude,
so
we've watched We watched South, which is what? 20 fucking episodes?
Well, you watched all of West today. That was just today. You started that today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I watched all of South. I watched all of the auditions. And I watched the reunion. And then I watched all of West.
Yes.
I don't know how many hours that is because each episode is like 45, 50 minutes.
I said, yeah, about 45, 50.
Oh, and we watched all of Crazy in Love. Holy shit.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so Stunna Girl was at the auditions, and Suki
'Cause
was.
she's the beginning of the episode. She's the beginning of all of this, really.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Suki was one of the people doing the auditions, and then Stunna Girl came on and was like, "You know who the fuck I am? I'm Stunna Girl, da da da." And Tommy was like, "I don't know who the fuck you are." And she was like, "No, you guys know who the fuck I am." And then when Natalie went to go give her pink card or whatever, Suki
Her
went.
wristband.
No, it was a card.
Oh, okay.
The
Was this
second
later?
round of
Oh, this was the
auditions.
second round.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So she went to go give her card, and Suki like ran up on her. And in the video, you see Natalie like get out of her chair. But even when they did the recap, when Suki was like saying, or when Stunna Girl was like, "Oh, you try to run up on me," I didn't really see her. Did you see that?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, Stunna Girl was like, "I want to fight Tommy Lee because she tried to run up
She
on
was
me."
pissed because Tommy Lee was like talking shit on her or whatnot, like
no,
during the
she
reunion,
was
right?
saying she was saying
Or not
that-
the reunion. I'm sorry, the
auditions. No,
audition.
she was saying that during the fight between her and Suki, that Tommy Lee got out of her seat and tried to jump Stunna Girl.
There's a lot of jumping going on in this season. Like I feel like last season it was more one-on-one fights, and this
Dude.
one is just people hopping in
Yes,
over and over
100%
again.
percent.
Different vibe.
I feel like this season it's because they feel like, oh, to be like on the baddies, you have to fight.
You have to fight. So they're like any fight they see, they're like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Which really,
Which is
I mean,
funny
like,
because at the reunion they
well,
were
when you-
like, "Oh, next season we're not about to be fighting.
well, that's
we're
just
about
some
the
bullshit
bag."
though, because you watch the auditions and they're literally sitting there. They're like, "Hey, go knock her out."
Literally.
And did we talk about that in the episode last night?
because
We
I was
did,
telling
right?
you how
Okay.
fucking chaotic it was that I
Because we
couldn't deal
started
with
watching the auditions a little bit last
it.
night before that
Bruh,
episode,
it was
right?
too fucking. I watched
Yeah.
all of them last night.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It was
Before
too
we recorded
fucking
the
much.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So she felt like Tommy Lee got out of her seat to try and jump her. But when I watched the recap, that's not really what I saw. I saw her get out of her seat
See, I
and
don't
get
remember that
near
part.
Stunna Girl, but I didn't see her trying to fight her.
Yeah.
But so episode 1, the show hasn't even fucking started. They're trying to do the pictures and videos for the intro.
Was I around when you were watching episode
You were
1?
asleep.
Okay.
So they're trying to take like shit for the intro, and Tommy Lee walks into the building, and Stunna Girl basically sneaks her and grabs her by the back of the fucking head and drags her and fucks her up. But Tommy Lee didn't even know who was fighting her. She didn't even know what was going on.
Yeah, because she literally came right behind her.
Yeah. And so the security grabbed Tommy, probably because they know Tommy's been in jail for the last 30 fucking years.
Which is crazy.
Yeah. She's been out 3
Crazy.
years This is her first time being out for 3 years consecutively since she was 14. And she's 38.
Yeah.
That's
So your
fucking-
math is terribly wrong, but yeah.
What do you no.
We said 30 years.
What has it been? 20
20, right? Well, I guess like 20.
24?
You're right, because she said 30. I remember you saying 37 at first, so I guess I have that in my head.
Yeah.
I was thinking like 23.
Yeah, 20.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. We're moving on.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
So they hold Tommy back.
Imagine she was in jail since she was 7, though. Like, that's just what I was thinking, you know? Like, she's 7 years old. She's like...
I mean, maybe.
I mean, who knows?
If they could lock up a 7-year-old,
We
it
talked about the
might have been
box-
Tommy Lee.
We talked about the boxing match in the last one? Yeah, we did.
We did?
I think so. Yeah, you said that's how you were introduced to her. We did.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's fine.
So yeah, they hold Tommy back, and Tommy starts trying to fight the security guards, like literally fight them, and is screaming in their face like, "Oh, you want to hold me back, but you don't want to hold her back. Like, if anyone else tries to hold me back, like, it's on site." Da da da.
Yeah.
And the security guards are just like, "I'm scared of her."
You're scared of Tommy?
Who are you scared of more, Tommy Lee or Krishan?
Krishan. I know Tommy's been in
Yeah.
jail for years, but I don't know. I was like a little worried about Tommy, but then I don't know. I feel like I just saw her get her ass beat over and over again on this show, and I'm not saying she can't do anything.
I've
But I'm
actually, I
saying-
feel like I've only seen her in one fight on the show.
Okay, but then the boxing match with
Yeah,
Natalie.
I don't feel like that was fair because I feel like she was fucked up.
Okay, but how often is she gonna be not fucked up? when you're going to fight her.
Yeah,
Krishan's fucked up, and she fights harder.
No, you're right. Actually,
She's sober. She still fights pretty fucking hard. Krishan.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Krishan.
Yeah.
So far, she is what, like 30-0. I mean, she has one loss when she fell during that altercation.
Yeah, no, you're right.
And she lost her tooth. But beside that, she's beat everyone's
I'm not
ass.
even sure if she lost that one.
I don't know if she did either. I didn't see it, so I don't know.
She might have won.
She could have still won after that. I wouldn't doubt it that she lost her tooth and then came up and then beat some ass.
Yeah, no, you're right.
So,
I'm still scared of Krishan.
It's Krishan.
Yeah. So then what happens? Stunna.
Well, you want to go about just Stunna beating everyone's ass?
So Stunna fights Natalie. Stunna fights Natalie?
Wait, what? Were
For
you drunk when
trying-
you wrote that down? I don't remember that happening.
No, I was sober for trying to jump into Suki's fight.
No, I think that was was Rolly.
Tommy.
Tommy?
She fights Tommy.
Okay.
I knew I fucked that one up. So then she fights Tommy for trying to jump into Suki's fight. And then she fights Biggie when they're on the
Yes.
bus.
Yes.
Because Biggie was saying, like, oh, there's a time and a place, da-da-da.
Wait, she fought Biggie on the bus?
Yes.
I think I was asleep for that one. I was around for the second Biggie fight,
I think you
maybe.
saw the recap of it.
Okay, maybe.
Biggie was on the bus like, oh, there's a time and place for that. Like, you shouldn't have done that, da-da-da. And she turns around and fucks her up. And that's what started everything. Because then
she fucked Shada up?
Who?
Fuck.
Stunna?
She fucked
Biggie?
Stunna up? Yeah.
No. Stunna fucked Biggie up.
Oh, okay. She beat her up there, too?
Yeah, on the bus. This is before they even get to the house. The original house. The first house that they
Okay.
need to be at.
Yeah, they're still on the bus. I'm following now.
Yeah. So, then when they get to the house, Stunna fights Rolly and Biggie.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Yes. And then Rolly cut her ass.
Yeah, apparently some glass was broken. I don't know if she threw it
I
or if she
never saw
grabbed it and
any
sliced her.
glass
We
be
didn't
broken.
We didn't see what happened with the glass, but they showed the glass after, and she's like, "Yeah, my shit's cut." And
No,
we were,
okay. First we see blood.
there's blood everywhere.
There's so much blood.
The most blood I've actually ever seen on Baddies at all. I
Yeah,
feel like I haven't
uh-huh.
really seen blood before that, except
Yeah.
for maybe like a little bit, like from maybe a punch or something. But there's like a
blood
lot.
in the mouth or something.
Yeah.
Never like blood all over the floor and
No,
shit.
it's just dripping and
Yeah.
following. So
Yeah.
there's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And then, then we finally cut to it. She's like, "Yeah, my ass is bleeding." They go to the bathroom. She's like, "Oh, the cut's not that bad." And then the next scene, they're like, "All right, I'm going to the hospital to get stitches."
Yeah.
What do you mean it's not that bad if you're getting stitches for it?
And there was a lot of blood to where we were like, yeah, you might need some stitches.
Yeah, it was alarming, but I don't know. She's a big girl. So she was like, "Oh, it's not that bad." And I was just,
Well, they were telling
I don't
her,
know.
oh, it's not that big. Well,
in comparison? Or like, because I don't know.
In general.
That blood was crazy and you're going to get stitches. So I don't know about that. Sounds like it was fairly big. Maybe your perception is just a little bit off, but that cut was bad.
Yeah. And so during the fight between her and Rolly and Biggie, Krishan starts fighting Low London because Natalie, instigating shit, is like, oh, I feel like she's wasting everybody's time because Krishan wasn't there yet when everyone got to the house. And it's because her and DJ Sky were like getting Krishan's hair done or something.
Yeah.
And also DJ Sky was only hired. Did you
to
hear about
babysit
that?
Krishan.
To babysit Krishan.
Yeah.
And so she brings Krishan to the house and they were getting Krishan's hair done. And then Natalie's like, hey, everyone's upset with you for like wasting their time. So you need to go sit down and talk with everyone. Which
To DJ Sky or Krishan?
to Krishan.
Because I remember that part later. I don't know if I was there for all of that, but I do remember the introduction where they were like, yeah, babysit Krishan, blah, blah, blah. I think I fell asleep for a little bit. And then I woke up later when DJ Sky was performing, when she was supposed to be DJing, and they got all
Dude,
pissed
that was
off
like
at her.
6 episodes later.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I
you
was
were
asleep
asleep
for
for a
a
long
lot of it. I was asleep for...
I was going through all of them because I thought you watched them all.
No, I was probably... I would say you watched, what, 10 episodes are out of Baddies West right now?
No, like 12.
12?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say I was awake for 6 or 7 of them, but like not consistently, like all throughout. Like,
Because you fell asleep around 3
yes.
and woke up at 9.
I swear to God, every time you and Kim and the others come to town, my sleep schedule's so much worse than it ever is.
I completely finished the whole season, went upstairs, came back down, and was like, okay, wake up. It's
I don't
9
remember
o'clock.
that. 9 o'clock? Oh, okay. I woke up a few times in between that and watched some episodes. I think I was just very silent. Like, I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I just kind of laid there and, like, watched some of it, and then I'd fall back asleep, and I'd wake up for a little bit, I'd watch, and fall back asleep again. So, yeah.
Makes sense.
That's what happened there.
So, yeah, Natalie was like, oh, yeah, everyone's mad at you because they feel like you are wasting their time and, like, you don't give a fuck, da-da-da. So then she sits everyone down with Krishan.
Da-da-da. Ever since Ice Spice came around, all you ever say is da-da-da.
That's true. I'm an Ice Spicer.
I know. Move on.
So they have Krishan sit down with everyone, which is the worst fucking idea ever.
Like, why do you try to have a heart-to-heart with Krishan? It's going to be a fist-to-face.
She's going to kill you guys, dude. She's going to kill someone.
I'm just going to let her do whatever she wants if I'm ever around her, you know? It's like,
let her, that's fine.
do your thing.
You want to waste 5 hours of my day? Go for it.
I remember watching that clip of, like, I don't watch that streamer Kai Cenat. It's Cenat, right? Cenat. Well, there's that clip of him. He's like a really big Twitch streamer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm sure a lot of people just know who he is in general.
I've
he's
heard
like,
the name.
I think he's like the biggest Twitch streamer or one of the biggest ones, you know, up with like Aiden
I feel like
Ross
I've heard
and shit, that other dude who sucks.
What's his name? Talk about him.
I don't know if Kai sucks or not, but I know Aiden sucks. But, you know, it seems like most of the time these top streamers. Stop streamers.
Yeah.
Stop all
Just
streamers.
Stop.
Pretty big, but usually just annoying, you know?
Yeah.
But anyway, I saw that her and Blueface were on his stream.
Uh-huh.
She threw a chair. And
that one. That guy.
Did I show you that clip?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Threw it into his wall, and then
Was it not the same one with the little person?
Yes.
Yeah, it
that
was.
happened there too, because she was like beating his ass.
Yeah.
And like throwing him
It was
around.
like in the beginning.
Yeah, that was the beginning of the stream, and then later she
Yes.
threw a chair and like it like apparently smashed through the wall. I
Yeah.
don't think we ever saw like what happened in there. Maybe he showed it later. I don't know. I didn't follow that
She was
far
just
into
being
it.
crazy, and
Yeah.
she was like being silly and threw the fucking chair in the wall, left a big ass fucking hole in the
And
shit.
then Blueface was like, "Why'd you throw a chair into Kai's Airbnb wall?" And then he was like, "Airbnb, this is my house.
I live here."
And he was like, "Oh, why'd you throw a chair into Kai's house?" And she was like, "Damn, that's crazy."
Oh my fucking god.
She was like, "You're rich, you'll fix it." And she pat him on the shoulder.
Bruh.
But he just let it happen because I
But
think
he was
he
sitting
knew.
there like,
He was like,
what
"This
the
is crazy," but I think
fuck?
he also just knew. He was like, "If I say anything,
she's gonna kill me.
she will destroy me."
Literally.
Right here, right now. He had security
Literally.
behind him too, and he was like, "That doesn't matter." Like, it does
literally
not matter.
doesn't fucking matter.
Security is
my
not going to get to you
God.
in time.
Yeah.
10 feet away? That's 10 feet of Krishan beating your ass.
That's like 10 minutes.
In
of
her
beating your ass.
time.
Yeah, in her time.
100%.
And of getting your ass beat by Krishan time.
Yeah. All right.
So after the Low London fight, she's running around the kitchen with her titties out.
Who's Low London? Is she a member of the cast?
Remember she had a little fedora on when they were fighting about the money?
No.
Well, she is.
Okay.
She's there. And that's who Krishan fought.
Go on.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Okay.
It means I'm stupid.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, let's go on.
We're going to ring that a few times.
I'm going to ring that whenever I was asleep.
Oh, you're going to be ringing it for the next 30 fucking minutes.
Whenever you're like looking at me for confirmation of a story and you're like, "You remember this part?" And I don't.
Yeah, okay. And then you told me to write down Krishan titties out. Because remember, she's running around the kitchen with
they
her
get in this
titties
fight.
fully out.
They get in this fight, and who is she fighting that time?
Low London!
Oh, see, that's why I don't know. See, I remember Face a little bit, and I'm like, okay, I remember that fight.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of that. Okay. I didn't know that was her name.
Yes.
So, yeah, she gets a fight with her. Low London rips her shirt in half, and
Yeah.
Krishan just starts running around with titties out. She's like, well, I'm going to fuck her up. I'm going to beat her ass. I'm going to destroy her. And, yeah, I just thought that was... Krishan's titties are out often, and I also
They're
love that
always out,
sometimes
bro.
Zeus censors it.
Sometimes.
And sometimes they don't. And I wonder, it's like, I wonder if they get permission and they're like, all right, yeah, show it. I don't give a shit.
But-
or if sometimes they're like, all right, whatever,
But
don't show
sometimes
it.
they show Krishan's titties and sometimes they don't. Like, okay,
But
we've
that's what I'm
already
wondering.
seen them.
Well, maybe I'm just hoping, I guess, for the best that they ask her each individual time and she's like, yeah, this time's fine. Yeah, this time isn't,
Why would
etc.
she not be okay with one
don't
scene
know,
and
but-
not
well,
the next scene.
Because sometimes people are, you know, like
Because during
sometime
that
in
sink
life,
fight
like,
and
because she's on drugs, dude. Like, I'm just gonna be completely honest. In her headspace, she could be in a moment where she's like, "All right, I don't want to show my titties."
no,
Another
but
time
I'm
she's like, "Yeah, I
saying
do."
during the sink fight in Baddies South, there was a clip where she
It was
has
in
her
one episode,
titties
and then the next episode, it was the recap of the last episode.
You're right. You're right.
So yeah, so that's why I'm wondering too. I'm like, what if they asked her, you know, like while
Yeah.
that first episode was airing, and then like a month later or so, they ask her, and she's like, "No, I don't want
Yeah.
to show that."
Yeah, you're probably right.
And I'm saying the drug thing, like, who knows? Maybe she's not on drugs, and she's just like genuinely like, "Hey, I don't want to show it this time. I don't
Yeah.
want to show it this other time." Blah blah blah, etc. But I don't know. It just seems weird how selective it is, and it seems
Yeah.
like it might be them just going like, "Oh shit, we didn't notice." You
Yeah.
know when you were watching Jersey Shore back in the day,
Yeah.
and there would be those weird cut scenes of like the situation just railing coke or like wiping his nose off from like just
Yeah.
railing some coke.
Yeah.
And it'd just be like, the MTV producers would always be like, "Oh shit, that's crazy. I didn't notice that." Because it'd be like really sly, and it'd be like
Yeah.
almost like if you blinked, you wouldn't notice it. But if
Yeah.
you saw it, it's very obvious. Like, no, you're doing cocaine off of some Jersey chick's ass in the club right now.
Yeah.
So I feel like I don't know what it is, but
Yeah.
it's in the realm of one of those things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's gotta be.
Yeah.
Okay, so then after that happens, Natalie comes back to the house
She does.
and Stunna Girl fights her too.
Wait, okay, I think I only remember half of this. I don't think
Yeah.
I saw the fight.
Yeah.
I didn't see the fight. I
It was,
saw like
it
her.
was quick.
I saw her come back and whatnot. I probably fell asleep for a little bit and then wait. Okay, just a little one. I remembered part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Stunna Girl fights Natalie again.
Was this before she fought Biggie outside?
Yes.
Holy shit. Okay, so I met.
It was literally-
Dude,
In that same moment.
how is she fighting that many people in
Dude,
that short amount of time?
That's why I'm saying she's crazy.
Krishan would still beat her ass though, right?
Well, I mean, we never saw them fight.
I know, but were they there together? They were, right? Yeah, Krishan was on that season.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, because she left for a while, remember?
But they were cool the whole time.
You're right.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering because Natalie, you know, she was like,
'Cause remember
Krishan
Krishan-
left.
Yeah, but remember Krishan and Stunna Girl were talking, and Krishan was like, "No, I know why you are fighting everyone because they're talking to you crazy."
Yeah.
And she was like, "They were doing the same.
They're
shit
kind
to
of in
me
the
last
same
time."
headspace, you know?
Yeah,
like,
they're both fucking nuts.
yeah.
They'll both fuck anyone up. And I don't think Stunna Girl can fight as crazy as Krishan, but
I think she's down to fight anyone.
Yes,
like she will
100%.
fight anyone. She might not.
Yep. She will.
But it's
fuck-
working out on this show.
She will try her damn best,
Yeah.
and I didn't see her lose a single time.
No. So, but yeah, I don't know. I think she just knows again not to fuck with Krishan.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think everyone knows at
Yeah.
this point.
She's got the headspace that me and you have. Like, if we're going on the show, we're gonna be besties with her
Yes.
because
Oh,
I don't,
she's gonna be my best friend. I'm gonna treat her so gentle.
but it's I don't
I'm
even
gonna
think
make her
it's that. I
breakfast,
think
dude.
it's I think it's just the fact that they came from the same probably upbringing. They're both very defensive immediately, you know, and I feel like they both were getting talked down on immediately
yeah,
as the little kids in the group.
because they are the youngest, right?
Yeah.
Because because when Stunna came on, she's also like 21, 22 or some
Yeah.
shit, right?
Yeah, around there.
Yeah.
So then we skip. The next thing that I have written down is about Razor and Scotty on the bus.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
Razor.
Oh no, yeah,
and
yeah,
her
yeah, yeah.
tattoos.
I was thinking of Razor on the PJ.
Not the PJ.
We'll get to
bitch.
the PJ.
Fuck. I got the PJ written down. Don't you worry.
That's gonna be a whole story. See, because that's when I like really was back, and I was like up, and I was like,
came
all
back
right.
for the PJ.
I was like there at that point, but no, I'm here for this one too.
So-
this was when I was also here.
Yeah. Okay. So they're on a bus. Going to Arizona?
Yeah, because they're like fucking. This is when we had this whole conversation about like you were like, why are they getting so lit about Arizona? I was
Yeah.
like, dude, it happens. Like it's like they're always like Phoenix, Scottsdale, and then I was talking shit on it. I was like, I don't know why they care so much either. Like I'm always talking shit on it, and then I was like, wait. But when I went and visited my friend, we went to this place called Mill Avenue, and it was
Lit.
fire. Like it was very lit. It was a crazy night.
Scottsdale, right?
No, Phoenix.
Oh.
Phoenix area. I don't know if it's in Phoenix. I'm sure
Uh-huh.
people in Arizona are like, oh yeah, Mill Avenue. It's bop bop bop. But no, I think it's like Phoenix area or like something. Da-da-da. It's da-da-da.
Yeah.
But oh wait, okay, I gotta move on. But anyway, it was lit, and you know, maybe they have a right to get lit about Arizona because
And they did say that was their latest show.
Yeah.
That the crowd was going fucking crazy.
So I don't know, man.
And they didn't
like,
want to leave. So
because I think the nightlife is crazy in Arizona because like people can wear whatever they want and like, you know, it's hot, but it's not like crazy hot anymore. Depending on when you go, because if you go at a bad time, like in the summer, it's like 100 degrees
No,
at
I think
night.
I told you when I went to Grand Canyon and then we drove an hour to I think it was Phoenix, and it was so much fucking crazy hotter. It was snowing where I think I was in Flagstaff, and then we went to Phoenix, and it was so hot I had to take off like 7 layers.
Yeah.
So yeah,
it's bad.
Bitches could slut out there.
I have been like, you know, we had a vacation home in Arizona, so I would go pretty often.
Yeah.
And you could go outside like in the dead night, like 3 a.m. with like fucking booty shorts on, like some fucking
that's just
like
disgusting.
like some 4-inch seam, and then like, you know, like
Hell
people
no.
be out there in like wife beaters and shit, or just no shirt like at night. But there'd also be gnats everywhere, so like
No, that's just nasty. I don't want to be in that fucking weather at all.
It's swamp ass. But when you go there when it's not like summertime, then when you go there at night, like it's pretty fun.
Isn't it always
you know,
fucking summertime?
It gets pretty hot all the time, but no, there are times where it's like very nice. And
I went in March.
I don't.
And it was hot.
I'm going like January.
Or how about I just don't fucking
Memorial Day weekend? I mean, like, dude, those dudes with the fucking abs, and then the girls that are like, yeah, dude, I have a hat. You know, that goes crazy.
I don't
want to
be there at all.
But they're always playing beer pong, so.
Yeah, and I really don't want to be there.
You don't, but then you just like, you're like, beer pong.
I don't care about beer pong.
Right,
so
but.
You can go.
Yeah.
You and Bree can go.
Me and Bree, I was going to
say. Okay, so they're on the bus going to fucking Arizona. And Razor, fine as fuck. We thought she was fine as fuck in the first episode. And then second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth.
It started getting weird, but then we also went back and forth. We were like, no, she's still hot.
She's hot with blonde hair.
It's weird.
When she has blonde hair, she could do no wrong.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how crazy her ass is.
She has the same face shape as Scotty, though.
Yeah.
Which is...
very, like, flat.
Like
I think it's a very flat...
The chin is very, like...
It's like a small
non-existent,
head, flat face.
Yeah.
Thing going on.
But no, it's not flat. It's like egghead. Like, at the top, it, like,
but
goes
it's very...
back.
It's very round. Like, it's very circular.
It's like a bullet.
But like, yeah. Like aerodynamic.
Yeah. Like it would swim very well.
Like very.
It would swim well.
Yeah. She swim fast as fuck.
For sure.
She fast as fuck, boy.
It's like a what are those underwater darts?
The ones you have to dive for?
The ones that just have like little
a bullet?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, blasting underwater.
So Razor has a lot of tattoos, and when they're on the bus, they're all fucked up. And Natalie's
she has
not
a lot of
there.
flower tattoos. Let's be honest.
Yeah, a lot of colorful.
Do you think her personal
tattoos
are also just flowers?
Okay, so I was looking at her Instagram, and I could kind of see the one that Scotty was talking about. That's on her like underwear line, and it's just words, but it's like a cover up of other words or something. I couldn't really tell, but I could tell it was words at some point.
Okay.
So Natalie's not there. She's on a PJ with Tommy Lee.
Should we say what a PJ is?
A PJ is a...
Wait, I thought we were talking about the bus.
Yeah, but Natalie and Tommy Lee are on a PJ.
Oh, because there's a different PJ.
Because I think this is when you woke up.
All right, let's talk about the PJ
for a second. This isn't the PJ
I know.
moment yet.
I remember what you're talking about now. I was up. You're right. I was up for a second around this time.
Yeah.
Private jet.
Private
Moving on.
jet.
Go ahead.
Okay. So.
I hate that they say that.
Natalie and Tommy Lee are on the PJ, and all the other girls are on the bus.
Who started it? Did you hear who said it first?
I think people call it that.
I think they do, but who said it first on Baddies? Because I feel like they didn't all say that.
I feel like Natalie said it first.
Okay, because I feel like they were saying jet or private jet, and then Natalie said PJ, and then they all started saying PJ after that. Because they even slip up a few times, and they're like, oh, on the jet. or
Yeah.
on the private jet, and then they'll go right back to PJ like
Yeah.
when Natalie's looking at them. So I felt like
She's
that's
like,
what was
"Say
going on.
PJ."
Yeah, like it has to be a thing, right? Am I wrong?
I don't fucking
I'm
know.
sorry. Am I wrong? Am I going crazy? Because I feel like that's legitimately a thing.
Well, so all the other girls are on the bus, and so we were like, oh, maybe there will be no fights.
Oh, 'cause they were
Natalie's
vibing.
not there. Yeah, they were having
This is when
a
they were
great
chilling. They
time.
were having the best time in the world.
They were getting fucked
but
up.
also, when you said that, I was like, just wait.
Yeah, they were like,
Because it
oh,
was going great.
it's just us girls. We're getting fucked up. I was like, recipe for disaster.
And you said, well, it's probably just because Natalie isn't there. And I was
Yeah.
like, you're right. But let's just wait a second.
Yeah. And so then I think Scotty was like, oh, I want to see your tattoos. Like, show me your tattoos. Da, da, da. And then Razor takes her pants off. No one made her take her fucking pants off.
Okay, so I fell asleep when she took her pants off,
Yeah.
and I woke up right when the fights were about to start again.
So just a few minutes. So she takes
Yeah.
her pants off, and then she's like, oh, if you want to, she's like walking in, and Scotty's like, oh, let me see this tattoo on her butt. And Razor's like, oh, if you want to see my ass, just say that. So she turns around, starts clapping her ass cheeks, and she's like, oh, what's this tattoo right here? And Razor's like, she turns, and Scotty pulls her panty line down because it's literally on her panty line.
Mm-hmm.
And
What kind of underwear is she wearing?
A
Because this is
thong.
also important. Okay.
just a thong.
Wait, so there's no coverage on it?
No. But, well,
this changes so many things. Because if she's wearing actual, like, you know, like panties, underwear, you know, and it's covered in a little bit, that's one thing.
it's a thicker thong that is
Okay.
covering the tattoo.
But how much? Like,
The
like an inch
tattoo
or
is
less
like,
than an inch?
is like this. And
That's
the
how
underwear.
big the tattoo is?
Yes. And the underwear are probably the same.
What is the tattoo? It's
It's
text and it's
words.
that big. Wait,
It's
just for
words like
reference for
this.
people that aren't watching the video version of this,
I want to say
Nia's
it's
showing
like
me probably an inch or half an inch.
between an inch and half an inch, yeah.
Yeah.
And the underwear are like the same. It's not like a G-string tiny
Yeah.
thong.
But it's not like it has a little bit of thickness
It's probably
to it.
it's covering most of the tattoo to where if you want to see the tattoo, you're gonna want to pull it down.
So
a
it's
little
just
bit.
perfectly over it,
Yeah.
basically.
It's on the bikini. Oh, it's on the.
So her
thong
tattoo is
line.
an inch, basically, is what you're saying.
Yeah, it's small.
Wow.
It's like words
Okay.
just going like this, and then and it's on the underwear line.
Like one line of words.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so,
Okay.
what do you?
Go on.
what
No,
do you-
I'm just trying because I didn't see this, so I'm really
Yeah.
trying to like actually envision this because I wasn't awake for this part. I just woke up when she started getting pissed
yeah,
and they
it's
started
like
fighting.
like your finger
yeah.
length going like this on
No,
her.
I get it now.
Where girls pull their
When I
underwear
woke up,
high.
I didn't even know her pants were off. I'm so serious right now. I wasn't sure what was happening.
So her underwear are covering a good amount of it. So in order to see everything, you got to pull it down a little bit.
Okay.
And so that's probably what Scotty did.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then no one said anything. It wasn't a big deal. Razor goes and puts her pants back on, and she is fucked up. She is fucked.
She's something else when she's drunk.
She's a different fucking person.
There are people that
Worse
get
than Krishan.
there are people that get drunk and you
They're-
have fun, you party, maybe you like get a little louder, you know, like
Not Razor.
you get a little sloppy maybe or something. And then there are people that just get pissed.
They turn into different human beings.
Turn into demons.
Yes. And she's fucking one of them.
I can't hang out with those people, man.
Absolutely fucking not.
Like it's like why? What
Just
is wrong with your brain
Don't
that
drink
happens?
anymore.
Yeah, like if you're that person, I'm sorry, but I want to say like, you know, do whatever you want, but no, if you're that person,
No.
you just can't drink.
No, you're banned.
You got to figure out what things work for you.
Go to rehab.
Do those things.
Yeah.
Don't do the thing that's turning you into a fucking demon.
Literally.
Because it's insane.
So she comes back with her pants on and starts screaming at Scotty.
What do you think is the worst thing you do when you're drunk?
Me?
Yeah.
Eat dirty Cheetos.
I was going to say, like, the worst thing I do, I think, when I'm drunk is, like,
I just eat shit off the floor.
I'll get
bro.
louder. I'll eat more. I'll, like, I don't know.
I twerk on people that I wish I didn't.
I'll do that too. Yeah. So, like, but really, like, I don't think it goes that far.
Yeah, no, that's
you know?
the furthest
Yeah,
mine
right?
goes. I don't
Yeah.
I don't fuck anyone.
No.
I don't make out with anyone.
No.
I don't
Like,
beat
really, like,
people
it's not out
up.
of, like, what I would do ordinarily, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, if I was gonna fuck someone, like, I would already fuck them if I wasn't
Yeah,
drunk,
exactly.
you know? It's
Yeah.
like, So yeah.
No, I don't be
But
fighting
no,
people
some
like
people
that.
just they fight people, they'll fuck whatever, they'll do whatever, like they'll destroy people, they'll like
Yeah, when people are like, "Oh, I woke up to this girl and I couldn't even believe how ugly she was." I'm like, how did you not see?
they're like, I woke up, I didn't even remember getting home and like walking into bed with this person. Like I didn't even remember sleeping with them. I'm like, what?
What?
That's crazy.
No, it's the thing where they're like, "Oh, they were so ugly, I would have never fucked them." I'm like,
What do you mean?
what?
You couldn't tell?
How could you not tell?
Like maybe you're like, you're bouncing around a little bit, or like you're kind of blurry, but like you're telling me you're blurry till that point where like, when
you
you're
couldn't
watching,
tell when someone's not ugly.
you remember like Beer Fest? You remember Beer Fest, right? When wasn't it who one of them was really drunk, at the bar, and he found like that one girl, and she was like a whole different like size and color,
Like,
and
this
like
isn't
everything
fucking
when he
Shallow
came
Hal,
back.
dude. We're not in Shallow Hal.
Like it's crazy.
Everyone looks pretty fucking similar when you're drunk.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like maybe it's a slight bit wonky. It's not that wonky. That's crazy. That's just insane.
It's not mushrooms to where
And
you
look-
look like a whole different fucking person.
And look, maybe it is for you. Don't drink. That's it.
It's not
if
for
you're
you.
listening to this right now and you're like, this sounds about right, put the bottle down. I like to drink as much as the next guy. I'm blasted alcohol. I got a bar in my house that I use constantly.
every day.
Every day of my life. Yes, I drink a lot. Do I have a problem where I'm beating people's asses constantly?
And fucking
Starting
uglies.
shit? No,
No.
dude. I'm just like, I'm watching baddies and passing out. I'm watching other people do that, and then I'm like, damn, that's crazy. Cheers.
They have a problem.
I'm like, cheers. While I'm just blasting picklebacks alone. Look,
Taking 3 shots back to
I might be
fucking back.
blasting picklebacks alone. I might try to get her to finish these lemon drop shots with me when we're done. But I might beat her ass a little bit.
Yeah, he
We
does.
might fight.
Yeah.
We fight, but
I don't
you know
want
what?
to, actually. Don't even say that. I don't
But
want
look,
to.
the way we fight, and then we're like, hey, dude, that was sick.
Hey, that was crazy.
Like, hey, dude, you know what I mean? Or we'll look at each other and just go. For anyone that doesn't know, we're just kind of like, what is that? It's stance. We're
Flinching
stancing.
at each other.
We flinch. We stance. And we're like, all right, come on.
No, usually you flinch at me and I go like this. Please don't hit me.
Honestly, you
And
actually,
I go,
you're.
ow.
I was gonna say your daughter does that to me. Like your daughter scares me more than you do. Like you'll come at me and I'm like, oh, well, it's not that big of a deal. But then your daughter, and I'm like, oh shit, this is okay. What's next?
She's feral. Okay. Well, so she's saying that Scotty grabbed her pussy.
Yeah.
And everyone
okay,
on the
so did
bus
that
is
happen?
like,
So this was
"What?"
the thing. I
Everyone,
didn't see that.
Okay, so Biggie was at the exact same angle that Scotty was at. And even Biggie was like, that didn't fucking happen.
Yes.
And no one saw it. They never even played a recap of it happening. Because usually if someone's like, oh, this happened, they'll play a recap of it fucking
And
happening.
you'll see it.
This never fucking happened. Scotty, Razor becomes delusional
Yes.
and hallucinates when she's drunk.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Hair. Go on.
Okay. So she's saying, oh, you assaulted me, you violated me, da da da. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So she starts beating Scotty's ass
Yes.
on the fucking bus. And here's our favorite part. Krishan's on a bunk bed. And while the fight's happening in the hallway,
Holy shit.
she grabs one of the cameras
No,
from
hold
the
on.
ceiling.
So she's sitting back. She's
Watching it happen.
everything happen.
It's like right in front of
going
her
on.
happening.
There's one camera that's like one of the still bus cameras that's
Yes.
sitting on top, just like, getting like a general shot of this side of the bus. There's probably another one on the other side is getting a
Yeah,
general
yeah,
shot
yeah.
of this side of the bus. She's watching the fight happen. At one point, her eyes kind of just bounce up a little bit. She notices there's a camera above her. She looks up and she just slowly reaches her arm over.
Yanks the camera out the
grabs
fucking
it.
ceiling.
I wouldn't even say she yanks it.
No, she
grabs
kind of
it.
does one of these.
Dude, she grabs it so calmly. I feel like maybe I don't know if it's just like
It was
just the
swift.
way I saw it.
It was very swift.
Okay.
But she did have to yank that. She's buff, dude.
Okay.
It
you're
looks
right.
swift to her.
But
she
I don't
had
know
to
how
yank
that thing was
shit.
attached. It looked like it was one of the bendy ones because they have like those cameras that like it's kind of just bendy and
It looked
will,
like
like
something.
attach to...
There was like something stuck to the ceiling, and then the camera was kind of like stuck inside of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was on some kind of like a hand pole,
yeah,
you know, kind
but
of thing.
she grabbed that.
But they have, so the only reason I know this is because I've looked up, you know,
Yeah.
like these hand pole camera type of things.
Yeah.
But they're pretty much like they screw onto the bottom of like a DSLR, but it wasn't a DSLR. It was like a more like a flat camera type beat. I don't know what it was. But then they have like little like bendable things on the outside, like flexi bend. I don't know what the fuck you call it.
Like the arms.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
But I think it was something like that was holding onto it, and she kind of just grabbed it off. But I don't know. Because it seemed like it was that, because it seemed like she could just hold it after that, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So she grabs it. I guess that part doesn't matter. People are like, this doesn't matter. Get to the fucking point. She grabs this thing, and every shot after this, like first, you just see her in the background looking at this camera, and she looks so intent. Like she's looking into the viewfinder and just like she's so into it.
Like a cinematography.
Like she is shooting
artiste.
The most influential
She's
movie
shooting Titanic, bro.
of the decade right now. She's so into it. And then we're commenting on it. We're just like, this is crazy. Because Niah, you looked at me first and you go, did you see her grab that camera?
Yeah, I had to rewind that shit for you because I was like,
because
no,
I was
look
like,
at
wait,
this.
what are you talking about? I didn't see it at
I
first.
think you were rolling a blunt.
Yeah. Okay, you're
and
right.
I was like, no, you have to fucking see this.
And we rewind it, and she just grabs it. Every shot after that, she's just recording so intently. Maybe 1-2 scenes after that,
it's her POV.
you look at me and you go, this is her shot.
And
I
you're
didn't
like,
believe
no.
you at first. I was like, there's no fucking
I was like,
way.
no, look,
because
she's behind Scotty.
We joked about it before that. We were like, what if like we saw her, like her POV of it, like we see her shooting, and then you were like, wait, this is it. Like not what, 30, 45 seconds later?
Dude.
And I didn't believe you because we were joking about it. I thought you were fucking with me. And then we had to rewind it because you were like, dude, she's standing right behind Scotty.
Yeah.
And this next shot is right behind Scotty.
And up where the fucking...
And also the quality is worse. So you could tell it's that still camera. And I could tell just from looking at that camera, it's not as good of cameras as like the actual...
Professional cameras
that the people are using to shoot this show. So it's her POV.
They use her POV.
And then
for the whole fight.
They use it like once or twice at first, and then it goes back to the other people shooting and shit.
Yeah.
And after that, it's 90% her, 10% professional shots.
Yeah.
Because Krishan's shots,
they're crazy.
They are better than
so
anyone else's.
Good.
Like, I want Krishan to record every fight on this show.
They're the best POV fight shots out of every season of Baddies.
No, you know when you watch a
period.
fight online, you're like, this cameraman is shit. But then every so often you get a really good cameraman. Krishan is every single one of them.
Yes. I bet she's behind every single good World Star video ever.
100%.
Because that was so fucking good. So then...
Are you getting to the part that I'm thinking of?
Yep.
The hallway?
Yeah.
Thank you. So just go through all of it and then get to the hallway.
Okay, so...
I know you got me.
So they're getting Krishan's POV from this angle, and then she jumps off the bed, goes
above
behind
her head
Scotty.
type angle.
Yeah.
For people that are listening.
Yeah, so she's going behind Scotty to record behind Scotty and then of Razor down the hallway. And then, behind Razor now. She's behind Razor.
Yeah, because she's running around. She's like doing whatever.
She's getting the best shots she fucking can.
At all times, she's getting the best shots.
She's not even worried about anything else. She's trying to get good fucking shots.
She is not focusing on anything except for recording
and you can
to
see
the
it
best
in her
of her
fucking
ability.
Face. That's
She's
all she gives a fuck
into it,
about.
dude. Like that's what I'm saying. I respect it so much.
They need to hire her. I was like, they need to put her on the fucking credits as a cameraman.
No, dude. Remember when I was saying we were talking about how Natalie is the worst executive producer and she's just putting herself in everything. She's making she's manipulating shit in her favor and just in other just in general, like to the point that it's obvious and it's annoying as fuck. But Krishan is genuine with this shit.
Dude,
if she was the executive producer, if she was the god of Zeus, she already is the god of Zeus. But if she was like behind it, like on a actual creative standpoint, Zeus would go crazy.
Oh my god.
Even crazier.
Oh my god.
I don't care. I'm a Krishan stan.
Me too.
More and more.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't stand what she's doing as a pregnant woman. But you know what? We're talking about just the other side of things.
I don't stand Blueface and Krishan together. I stand Blueface's music and Krishan as a crazy bitch. I don't know.
So we decided that we're into Blueface's music.
We like him now.
We spent a long time, and actually, shout out Alyssa because she put me onto Zeus. We already mentioned her last episode.
Yeah.
But I texted her and I said, okay, hear me out. We like Blueface again. We being me and Niah. She says, elaborate.
And I love that she said elaborate because it gave you the perfect opening.
That's all she said.
I know.
She said
I love
elaborate. And I sent her the link to One Time by Blueface. And, there's just...
It's a banger, guys.
It's a banger. I think maybe I could play like 5 seconds. Let me see if I could get to the right part.
Yeah.
Go ahead and talk for a little bit, and I'm going to try to get to the right part.
Okay, so I've always liked Blueface. I don't give a fuck. I don't support him openly beating women.
It's so open that it's crazy.
Crazy as
on his song
fuck.
dedicated to Krishan, he's like, I will beat women
Yeah.
all the time.
And
for sure.
and
Do you hear me? I will beat women.
And on
That's
Twitter,
basically what he says.
He's like, my hands are bisexual. So you beat women. I mean, we already fucking knew that.
Yes.
But I don't know anyone else who just openly is like, yeah, I will hit a bitch in their fucking face. You look at me crazy. You slightly touch my face. I'm a fucking pummel the shit out of you. I'm a squabble you.
He does say squabble consistently. Okay, I found it.
Okay.
Are you ready for it?
Go.
Because I can only play like 5 seconds, so be ready.
Better be the good part.
It's going to be the good part.
Big 4-5 clip rubbing on my thigh. Hip hop drip drop tip top bitch pop. Don't stop pop.
I'm angry.
I don't know. Like, this is from like last year. I don't know. Is Blueface's flow
It's getting
kind
good.
of- I
It's
don't
getting
know.
good.
Like, but Blueface still sucks. But like, that's the thing. His music,
Yes.
Krishan's personality
Yes.
on reality TV specifically,
Not as a pregnant woman.
not as like
As a single reality TV woman.
as a entertainer.
Yes.
Holy
Yes.
shit!
She's
10
entertaining.
out of 10.
I love it.
Anything else? I mean, it's a problem. But I'm not gonna. Krishan, if you're listening,
I love you, actually.
Love you.
You could
love
do
you.
no wrong, actually.
yeah, no,
Please don't hit us.
don't hit me, please.
I'm scared.
Legit. Even like saying this was a little bit like Krishan's that one person where I feel like she'll just listen to a random podcast
100%.
and she's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna find your
Dude.
address, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Okay.
And legitimately, I don't want that to happen. Krishan, like,
Legitimately,
we can be
Krishan,
homies.
I love you. This is no hate to you. I'm not even gonna. I'm actually not even gonna speak about her being pregnant. She wants to drink and smoke being pregnant. That's fine, girl. Do you? You want to be with
Do your
Blueface
thing.
for the rest of your life? That's fine. No hate to you,
You said they
girl.
got back together 3 days ago?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they got back together a few times before that.
Well, they're together today.
But
So you know what, girl?
yeah.
All on you. That's fine. Still love you.
So where
Still
we at?
supporting
The
you.
recording.
So they're in the hallway. Krishan's recording her POV down the hallway. And then she sits down in between DJ Sky High's legs. DJ is like back here. She throws the fucking camera to the DJ. And Razor is like going fucking nuts, crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, she's Looney Tunes.
Yeah. No, she's crazy.
She's crazy pants.
Yes.
And while she's going crazy pants, screaming at Scotty down the hall, Krishan grabs her onto her lap and starts dry fucking her.
She starts.
While DJ Sky High is like recording the POV from up here,
Yes.
Krishan
from behind
is
Krishan and
dry fucking her.
Krishan
While Razor's
grabs
still
her.
screaming at her.
Yes, she grabs her by her hips.
It looks like she's trying to hold her back. No, she starts.
Dude, and yeah, it looks like she's holding her at first, and then she brings her down to the seat with her and starts just clapping her, just going up and down.
While Razor's
And dude,
talking about
Razor's
being
still like, she's like, fuck you,
violated.
you're violating me, this, that, blah, blah, blah. Krishan's just fucking her, and Krishan's laughing her ass off. And the
Dude.
only thing we can think of in that moment is like, she knows Krishan will fuck her up if she says anything to her.
100%. Because she never brings it up.
Because the thing is,
She
this
never
is
brings that
after
shit
a
up.
whole season of Krishan. Everyone who is on Baddies has watched that season, and they
yeah.
know, they're like, all right, I cannot do this.
Yeah.
Do you think anyone can watch that season and come to the conclusion that they can fight Krishan?
No.
That's insane.
No.
That's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, so they never mentioned this ever. I think they kind of bring it up a few episodes later where Biggie's like, you're talking shit about Scotty violating you, but you let Krishan do way fucking worse.
Did they say that?
Yeah, and then Razor's like, well, I'm allowing that. Like, that's what I'm allowing. Or that's when they were trying to like reunite Scotty and Razor.
Yeah.
Outside. And they were like, you let Krishan do way fucking worse to you. And yeah, Razor was just like, well, that's what I allow. And I don't want her fucking touching me because I don't like her.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, okay. No, you're just scared of Krishan beating your fucking ass.
100%.
100%.
Okay, so we still have more with this recording and whatnot. How many more notes do you have? How much more time do you think we have to throw on this?
Just that.
Just what?
Those ones that aren't unchecked.
You're check marking these?
Yeah.
Wow, look at you. Okay, but we have the same. Okay, so is that another 45 minutes?
No, the yellow ones are done.
The yellow ones are. Yeah, but look, it's the same.
No, it's not.
1, 2, 3,
one of
4,
them's
5,
PJ.
6, 7, 8,
We already
9,
covered
10.
PJ.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Let me see.
There's 10 checked and 9 unchecked. I think we should end this episode and then start another one immediately right now, and it's the next part. You know what I mean? Because I feel like we just went through way more than I thought we would just with this. And I was asleep for all that. Let's be fair.
This is episode 2,
We're
bitch.
getting into the part where I'm awake for the rest of this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even if we fuck up, we can talk about something else. You know what I mean? It isn't, So this was episode 4 of The Soup Kitchen. Part 2 of Baddies. We're getting into part 3 of Baddies.
Was this episode 3 or 4?
This is episode 4 of The Soup Kitchen. We recorded episode 3 last night.
Yeah.
So, but this was part 2 of Baddies.
Yeah.
So now we will get into part 3 of Baddies immediately after this. The last one we recorded last night. This one we're recording right now at 4:15 a.m.
Jesus Christ.
It'll be like 6 a.m. by the time we finish the next one, I'm sure. With all that, we haven't even guys. Stay tuned for next episode because we haven't finished
2 or 3.
We haven't finished Krishan in the hallway.
Oh fuck.
We're getting into that immediately. That's the beginning of this next episode.
All right, here we go.
So, if you guys want to follow the podcast, Instagram at Horror Soup, Twitter at Horror Soup Sucks. You can email us at horrorsoup@yahoo.com. My Letterboxd movie reviews are at Horror Soup Caleb. Nia's Instagram is at NotYoGirlfriend, NotYoGirlfriend. I think that's pretty much all of the thing. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. Niah, go ahead and say whatever you want while I go and end this.
All right. It's the OG Lima Bean Baby out with Pepper, the baby boy who wears diapers and sweaters and pees his pants.